So here's the heater. I have to do a job on this right now. Apparently the vibrations rattled this loose. The handle goes there. So I'm going to have to pull the back off it. If I can't find the original, I've got a jar, 2 jars full of screws. I'll just put a screw in there. I think a lock nut would be the go here because vibrations and lock nuts are the best. No lock nuts, if I got one. If I haven't, then I'll have to make do. This is the second time I fixed this. The first time was I accidentally stood on this and it buckled right in. But that was a real easy fix. Just pull the top off and pop it back out. But so I've got 2 jobs to do at the moment. That's fix this handle and the mirror. So that will be overnight, probably a couple of days to get the epoxy resin to set, or whatever I use to let it set properly. I've got to glue this little tag. It's got a glue here and this one on the other side there. So I don't even know if they're actually necessary because the ball joint goes in there and clamps there. So but I might try and fix this as well, you know. That probably keeps it on the post a lot better. We'll see how we go. So I took the lid off, fixing the handle. Probably wonder why I took the lid off. There's only one screw there and it lifts up on these lugs. Alright, so as you can see they're pretty bent. So I'm going to do a bit of panel beating, straighten everything up. But the main reason I took it off was so I could find exactly what I was looking for. Right, that's off the good side. So I went out the back of the bus where it fell apart. I knew exactly what to look for, found it straight away. So I found that, and this nut and some washers. So I've got everything to put it back together now. The reason I didn't want to use a spare was because this is a specific type of stud. It's got a spacer part at the head of it and then thread. So that's so you can hang it up and so it swivels. Otherwise you wouldn't get the swivel. And plus if you looked at this, let's have a look, it's out of shape. So I will do some panel beating and get it back into ship shape. And here we have one fixed, fully functioning hot water system. Yeah, it was a little bit more involved than what I thought, but it's all together now and it's a lot straighter than what it was. And stage 1 of fixing the mirror. I've got the shifting spanner there. What that's doing, it's keeping this apart just the right amount for the glue down there to be even, for the edges, for everything to be level. And I've had to put glue right down in here. It's pretty hard to see, but it cracked right the way through, right from the back right through here, around to the front there. And that bit on the front, let's see if we can get a better picture. I had to make a special tool. I used a screwdriver that was a real small screwdriver, flathead, that was buggered. So I bent it at right angles so it would go through that hole and come up from underneath, because the plastic was poking downwards. It wasn't even. So to get the screwdriver under there to pop it back up. So being uneven was really good for gluing. So I left it uneven so the glue would go on both sides and maybe dribble in a tiny fraction, and then I popped it back out with the screwdriver with my special tool, and we'll let that dry. And stage 2 will be the tags that come up that broke. Now I'm not sure if I really need them, but I'm going to do it properly anyhow. Stage 3, I'll probably use epoxy and strengthen the whole lot, and with epoxy resin and fiberglass resin. So yes, that's about it for now. I can't do anything until this dries. So next morning, this is stage 2 of fixing this. The glue on the bottom is dry down here, and I've just arrow dyed it in the posts. This post here and this one here. They were broken off down the bottom. So we'll wait till that sets, and then I might bolster it up even more with some fiberglass putty.